Yeah. Going live right. Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter board game every single weekday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, do a live stream on YouTube, and give my honest thoughts on how that Kickstarter is being ran. And today, I am very excited to be checking out the Tiny Epic Dungeons, a quick-playing cooperative dungeon crawler for 1 to 4 players featuring a blank. So I do like that little blurb there. It gets me intrigued. And this is obviously based off the immensely popular series. I think there's like 7 or 8 games in the line at this point. Tiny Epic Western, Tiny Epic, all the different things. So this one has already raised $900,000. Let's see what all the hubbub's about. And the first thing I'm noticing is miniatures, which is not what I was expecting. But if it's a dungeon crawler game, then it's a dungeon crawler game. Featuring a modular dungeon, epic boss battles, and detailed miniatures. Let's see. So as always, when I get into this video, I'm looking for 3 things. Can you do it? Do I want it? And how much is it? So hopefully they can do that with this video. 17,000 backers. That's amazing.
Terror has once again gripped the land of Aughmoore. Demons, monsters and goblins have been surfacing from the darkest places of the world. In order to bring peace once again, Aughmoore needs heroes. Light emanates from the tunnel entrance in front of you. The time is now to enter the dungeon.
Okay. So this is what I was wondering was going to happen, was how, and this is always an interesting thing to look at when you look at Kickstarters like this, how much of the success is because of the prior success, and how much of the success is of the wow factoring now. And honestly, that looked very generic to me. I mean, we're 32 seconds in, so hopefully it's going to wow me, but that looked like a super generic dungeon game.
Tiny Epic Dungeons is a cooperative and quick-playing roguelike dungeon crawler for 1 to 4 players. It is the first in the Tiny Epic series to feature highly detailed character miniatures. In Tiny Epic Dungeons, players control a band of heroes who explore a unique...
So I really like what they did there. You know, I was a little bit skeptical. I was like, how are you going to fit those minis in the box and still have enough room for all the components? Are we going to be suffering on the components? Is this going to be mostly minis and not much else? And I really like that shot right there. It kind of put my mind at ease. Let's go back to that. I want to see that. Like, look at that. That's a big, chunky game. I mean, that'll take up your table right there. So that gets me excited. Back on track. Looking good.
Players control a band of heroes who explore a unique dungeon in search of the fearsome dungeon boss. Goblins and ferocious minions seek to block the hero's path at every turn, and where there isn't an enemy, traps are set, ready to spring on even the most.
So I do like how they're showing the cards. I love how much appears to be squeezed on every card. It makes me think, all right, they're really trying to absolutely maximize their space, which is what I want to see here. I don't want this to be the kind of game where I bust it out 2 or 3 times and I'm like, I'm done with this. I want this to be the kind of game like, I'm going to take this with me everywhere I go because it's such a great game. And having all that sort of text on the card gets me excited.
And where there isn't an enemy, traps are set, ready to spring on even the most prepared hero. Tiny Epic Dungeons features a modular dungeon that is unique with each play. The game is played over 2 acts. In both acts, the players are constantly struggling against the waning firelight of their torch, which decreases each turn.
Okay.
When the torch goes out, the heroes are forever lost in
Clean.
the darkness. In the first act, players explore the dungeon, encountering goblins, minions, and traps.
So one thing I always worry about with publishers is sometimes they go a little bit too much into the weeds on the rules. Right now, I think they are straddling that line very, very well. But if they just start giving us, like, I think they're doing well so far. Hopefully they don't get too much more in detail here.
In an effort to find the boss's lair. In the second act,
okay,
the heroes engage in an epic battle against the boss. Each boss has unique abilities and a lair with a unique environment that gives various advantages and disadvantages depending on the skills used and where the hero attacks from. However, these epic monsters cannot be slain by mere swords, axes, arrows, or the occasional spell. Ritual rooms around the dungeon must be used to lower their magical bond to the dungeon. The dungeon boss must be lured to these rooms to lower their defenses and allow the heroes to strike the final blow. The heroes will...
So pretty much, I think in tanking, it's called kiting. So pretty much we're going to be kiting around the boss. Okay, that actually gets me kind of excited. That's cool.
Legendary loot and supreme spells. Heroes of old crafted loot to honor the ways of their clans. Bear, lion, phoenix, and panther.
Oh, okay.
Heroes can discover pieces from these ancient sets that grow more powerful the more you collect. Will you be the greatest warrior the Bear Clan has ever seen?
Oh, stop! Stop! I want to see that.
Clan
okay. Cool. I like this player board. Very nice. Lots of stuff here. It almost looks cluttered, but I want that. I want that because they're really trying to maximize space. Looking good. I think that at this point now they're going a little bit too much into the weeds, but because I think most people at this point are sold. Like I think it's just like hit me with the price, get me out of here.
And striking with surprising force unseen before the moment of impact. The exciting and fast gameplay of Tiny Epic Dungeons will have players coming back again and again to explore new dungeons and the variety of experiences the game offers.
Okay.
Don't forget to check out the Stories expansion, which brings new heroes, minis, and a narrative element to the world of dungeons. Fight your way through multiple dungeon levels to achieve new goals. Discover exciting new loot while facing off against a slew of new goblins, minions, and bosses. Stories presents an incredible amount of content that you will not want to miss. There is no better time than now to pledge your support and get a copy of Tiny Epic Dungeons. Every dollar pledged on Kickstarter makes the game better for everyone. Don't wait. Join us and become a backer today.
Okay, cool. So first thing, is that a standalone expansion or is that just a... So that is just an expansion. Cool. So, $900,000. So first thing, do I want it? Yeah, I felt like they did a great job. You know, I'm not... I've played a couple of them and I enjoyed them. And I thought they were good. None of them really, like, wowed me quite yet. But this looks very, very promising. And especially as, like, a take-with-you kind of solo game that gets me excited. So, do I want it? I feel like they did a great job. And if you're a returning, Tiny Epic fan, then I think obviously you're going to be excited about this as well because overall that looked really cool. So can you do it? I normally click here and make sure they don't have a crummy track record. But 24 created, I mean, I don't think anybody's worried about them running off with the money or something like that. Like, yeah, track record perfectly fine. So do I want it? Can you do it? Answered. How much is it? Hopefully we don't beat around the bush. You hit me right with the price hammer right now. All right, now is the time for heroes. Cool. So 7x4. Okay, tell me the measurements of the box. $25. Great. Bingo, bango, bongo. Easy 2. Most likely if they have a whale. I've answered all 3 questions. They didn't waste my time. And, if I wanted to back $25, I'm out the door. So now maybe they can... Wow, this is a lot of good stuff. Good stuff. Maybe they convince me of the expansion next. Here it is. Grok. This is just... Oof. Looks good. The different characters. Hopefully they show me how it all fits in the box, too. I am kind of intrigued. And hopefully they have that shot of, like, this is how the box works. Because I'd like to see exactly how it fits. This appears to be the expansion. Cool. Great. Are you going to tell me the price of the expansion as well? Tiny Epic Dungeons Deluxe content. Wait, did we not cover the expansion? The price of the expansion? I saw the price of the base game. Obviously, you want me to buy the expansion. I'm ready. My wallet's open. I'm like, you got my 25. Just don't beat around the bush. Hit me with that expansion right there and you'll get 50. I think most people just immediately 50 you. I already backed, have several of the games, did the deluxe. Ooh, I'm excited to see what the deluxe looks like. All right, so I'm scrolling down. Okay, here we go. So this is the deluxe content. I feel like it's kind of odd that we skipped over the expansion, but hey, whatevs. $5 more gets you Potions and Perils, which is just extra cards. Great. Boss mats, minion tokens. Okay, so it's not just that. This is $5 more. This looks like a good deal for $5. $5 more gets you 8 potion cards, 2 boss mats, which you only have one of those in a game, 2 minion cards, 2 minion tokens, 2 goblin cards. I feel like that's a great value on promo stuff. Excellent. And this image updates with unlocked stretch goals. Oh! So you're adding the stretch goals here, and that's going to go into the deluxe edition. That's a really cool idea. Yowzers. That's great. That's a good thing right there. Because I was already like, this is a great value now. Imagine how this is going to look at the last 48 hours when this thing just keeps scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. So at that point, you gotta get the deluxe edition, right? I mean, you gotta. The Potions Trail mini expansion brings a whole new element to the game in the way of potions and the Perilous Alchemist. Okay, cool. Add-ons. So this is the expansion. Okay, so now we're back to the expansion. $10 more. Oh wow, it's a $10 expansion? Dang. That's what really? That's a how is that possible? How is this box cost $10? It's got 6 minis in it. No, wait, I can't be reading that right. $10 more gets you tiny epic $10 more. Oh, so you're saying $25 and now you're saying $35. Well, here's my problem with that. That was so long ago when you said the exact words $25 gets you. I almost forgot about it. Because I'm going to guess this is going to go 25, 35. So premium print and play, 10, awesome. 25, yep, there we go. 30, okay, so 30 is the deluxe version. Okay, then this is 40. Okay, so that I feel like that could be a little bit cleaner. Because this so now it does $5 more gets you. You just got to read. It's not what I'm used to seeing, I guess. Okay, so that's cleaner. So what do we got? $40. That seems like a really, that seems like a good investment, yeah. So, unless there... Oh, wait, what is this? Deluxe times 2? Oh, cool. Gameplay all in. Tiny Epic Dungeons, 2 print and play files, Deluxe times 10. Okay. Whatevs. So I'm going to give this a 2 right now. So I always have the 0 means keep on clicking, go back and something else. 1 means come back in the last 40 hours, and 2 means back for the whale. And right now, I mean, they're checking all the boxes, and they're checking them hard. I would like to see the stretch goals higher, though. I know there's going to be stretch goals down here. I'm excited to see the stretch goals. Don't make me go searching for the stretch goals. Wait, what is that? The Stories expansion will come in a box of the same thickness and quality of Tiny Epic Dungeons. It will share the same length and height as well, making them great for storage side by side. But I'd still like to see how it looks inside the box. Tutorial playthrough, that's great. Oh, here's stretch goals. 30,000. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is going to be a doozy. They're going every 15,000 and they're up to like 900,000. I'm ready to take this ride. I now also know why they don't have all this up there, but maybe you just make it into one of those cool little road map type graphics. I've seen a lot of companies do that where it's like along the path, it's just like, we unlock this, 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 we unlock this. So as soon as you like get into this Kickstarter page, it's like, oh my gosh, this is going to be one of those amazing things that I absolutely cannot miss out on because I got to get the Kickstarter version of it. And I feel like that would be a great graphic to have. But let me know what you think. Card upgrades, because I love those. Those get me excited. Use the big upgrade, box upgrade, wood upgrade 2, minions upgrade, boss upgrade, wood upgrade number 3, wood upgrade number 4, wood upgrade number 5. Oh, it's so nice. Nice upgrade. New sculpt number 2. Stories upgrade. What is this? A new loot set has been found. Awesome. Stories upgrade. So those are specifically for the expansions. The expansion's getting some love. Cool. How do you add more minis? How do you add more minis into the box? The box is so small. I'm so curious. Is it going to be numerous boxes? Hero Stories Digital Collection. Glorious Victories Print and Play Achievements. Card Appendix. Okay, so it seems like maybe they're running a little bit out of steam here. A little bit out of steam here with the stuff. Or maybe they're trying to put less in the box. I imagine they're running out of space in the box. Actually, that Card Appendix I do like. Wait, this is a digital stretch goal. Oh, okay. Never mind. I take it back. We got a playthrough from Richard. Stop it before it's too late. Gameplay, awesome. So if I want to sit down and actually see exactly how the game gets played, the final thoughts, great. Dice Tower preview. Last one, the latest one, my favorite series, cool. Maybe some quotes. I like quotes too. Like, I don't want to click on this. I don't want to click on any of this. There's so many. Like, look how bloated this is. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just like a wall of it. It's I don't know. I feel like sometimes, like, just a quote. I feel like that's what I'd want. Like, just a quote on top of each of them. Like, this was the best part of this. 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 And then one of them maybe says something that really piques my particular interest. Like, the solo is really good, and it's really tough, and there was this one thing where I came down to a flaming giant thing or something or other, and I'm like, okay, cool, that one kind of focuses more on the solo. I want to click on that one. It's just maybe just a little bit of a guide here, because it's just very, very cluttered. Reward tiers. Hey, he gets a quote. Geek Dad gets it. If you like dungeon crawls and you're up for a challenge, consider exploring Tiny Epic's dungeon. It's bigger than it looks from the outside. I don't like that quote at all. D. If you like dungeon crawls and you're up for a challenge, so it's kind of hard. It's a dungeon crawl. Consider. Yeah, it's just so generic. But then again, they probably just took the snippet out of there. So it wasn't like he was writing the quote. Reward tiers. Oh, this is where this is. $25. I feel like this should be way higher. Like, I feel like at this point, they've already looked. Like, you've already forced them to look over here, maybe. I don't know. It's just odd seeing it down this low. But let me know, if you backed this, did you get to this point in the Kickstarter? Because I always find that fascinating. I wish Kickstarter would tell you exactly how far every person scrolled on a Kickstarter page. I imagine that information would be fascinating. Oh, I would study that. Retail version, $25. Includes the base game, stretch goals, but does not include the deluxe content. I imagine that's going to be the least popular one, aside from like this one, the print and play. So $136. Then we got the big one, the $30 deluxe, and then the gameplay all in. Yeah, I can see the deluxe being the most popular. Nope, 15,000. Well, I could see the deluxe being the most popular if you weren't. You know what? I take that back. And this right here is a perfect example of the respect that Gamelin Games and Scott Almes have earned from making consistently good to great games. Like, I think most people you talk to about the series will be like, yeah, I like it. Maybe it's not my favorite series, but they're good to great. And you get this respect. So I think if this were a new Kickstarter, this number right here and this number right here would be a lot closer together. Because people would be like, all right, you're already kind of promising the moon here. So maybe we'll just go with the base game with the deluxe stuff, and we'll go back to that gameplay all in if we like the original game. But people are like, no, not there. 15,000. That's spectacular. 55 deluxe all in. And that's a good deal. I mean, that's a great pledge level. Like that. Like, I would love to reach out to some of my friends if I actually back Kickstarters on a routine basis. Be like, hey, you want to go down on the half-seas? We can do the half-seas together. Like, that's great. 75 all-in, yeah. The times 10, I feel like 5. I feel like 5 might have been a sweet spot there. You know, maybe 2, 5, 10. And normally I think this is kind of cluttered. But, does this cover... So we haven't gotten to shipping. We got to get to shipping. We have not touched shipping, have we? Oh, but they have it in here. Yes! Yes! I love this Kickstarter. 2 all freaking day. Not enough board game companies. Just do it nice and clean and clear and here. Now, I understand why there's a lot of bugaboos that could potentially happen with shipping, but I love seeing that immediate 2. But I think a 5. I think a 5 would be good. Because maybe you get the people who have like 3 or 4 people, and they're like, you know what, we could probably sell the last one or give it to somebody or something like that. But now I'm just splitting hairs on how well run this is. So 2, okay, so surprisingly, only 36 people wanted that. Gameplay, that's the game, they want everything. Awesome. I do. So shipping, here we go. Keep shipping costs affordable. Rewards will be shipped from 3 hubs. US, yeah, nice, clean, clear. The VAT, shipping cost. Awesome. Every backer is important to us regardless. Wait, this shipping is different, I think. $7. I thought it was... Am I missing something? So this is the one copy of the base. Is this... Oh, no. Okay, so that's the base. Okay. Was this one $7 too? Am I going... I could have sworn it was higher. Oh, no, it's good. $7. That's a flat rate shipping envelope, too. Awesome. And I bet they might be using the flat rate shipping envelope, which are spectacular. So great. Reasonable shipping. Looks good. Excellent. Get this thing. We'll go at the FAQ and the updates. I assume they're not going to be flaming dumpster file. Awesome. These look like some pretty good FAQs. Updates. You got 3 in the first week. Excellent. You got great engagement. 32, 320, 133. Awesome. And I'm going to guess this one has a question somewhere in it. And I always say this. You should always end with a question. Let's see. Wow, that's awesome. So I want to read this. Featured preview. Is there a question at the end? Thank you for your support and feedback. Please keep sharing ideas in the comments. Yes, right there. Doesn't necessarily have to be a question. Just get those people engaged in the comments. So that way, Kickstarter's like, oh, people are talking about this project in the comments. We need to bump that up higher on the popularity chart. Because that makes a big deal. And if you're ever thinking about launching a Kickstarter, look at the 3 links I got down in the description down below. I don't get paid anything for you clicking on those links. They're just 3 amazing links for if you're about to run a Kickstarter. Joker Dice, purple with green. Awesome. So they got people in here commenting. I don't see much of you. Oh, this is 3. Oh, they are so active here. Oh, my gosh. It's like 50 messages just in the last hour. Awesome. So, let me check one thing. Hopefully you have numerous collaborators helping you here. Okay, so you do. You got a couple. Awesome. Looks good. 2. Tiny Epic Dungeon Crawl. This, Tiny Epic Dungeons, this is a very, very well-ran Kickstarter. I have, everything that I mentioned that I didn't like, I mean, I feel like they were all just minor nitpicks. Because in the end, the bones of this were just so dang strong. And, so great. Hats off. Tiny Epic Dungeons. If it looks like it might be your cup of tea, be sure to click on that Kickstarter link down below. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Whoop. Oh, and,